see what I was doing. I reckon little Cloudy watching would be still quite proud. I'm making tracks and that's his dream that I'm pursuing. Back then I was so naive, I figured all I had to do was rap to you. A track or two could land me in a mansion. Who'd have thought when I was smaller and sat thinking of jams that there'd be so many others that had similar plans. Back then as a lad, I just used to sit and watch my shows and care about opinions of some kids that I no longer know. But on we go, maybe them lot saw me on the internet, and if we ever met they'd say the shit was deaf and give respect. Or maybe they might think it's dead and I should get a different hobby, one less time consuming, cause these rhymes on tunes don't get me jobs. We all stood at the start before beginning the race, until life pulled us apart and we all drifted away. First we were birthed in this circus. As earth spins we burn like a furnace. Now we search for a purpose, spit words that could turn us from workers to a person with a surplus of servants. But then I think back to a time I was younger, with nothing on my mind but get drunker, and trying to thump her. When I die, will I lie in a slumber? Can I rise to the skies when I'm under? I passed my test and got a crummy little whip to ride. Way I used to drive in it, it's lucky that I'm still alive. Every night my friends and I would sit inside it getting high, drink inside the spirits wine, and then I would attempt to drive. This the time when we just started getting into smoking weed. We rode the streets blowing cheese, weren't looking out for no police. I suppose I needed lessons, learned the hard way for my actions. Switched drink driving, I heard sirens, lost my license and got back for pit. Crashed the whip, no one injured, wrote the car off nonetheless. Back then I thought London's blessed, nowadays I duck from Fed. I clock the way that fun can get you stuck up in another mess. But fuck it if it's done, I guess. The love of being young and stress-free gets me to a different sort of place. I wish on awful days I could live it all again, but then my thoughts will change when I think there's more to gain. Reminiscing on the days as I